Blackstone Audio presents A Disease in the Public Mind, A New Understanding of Why We Fought the Civil War, by Thomas Fleming. This book is read by William Hughes. To Alice, for everything. To see this country happy is so much the wish of my soul, nothing on this side of Elysium can be placed in competition with it. George Washington. We are truly to be pitied. Thomas Jefferson. If you would win a man to your cause, first convince him that you are his sincere friend. Therein is a drop of honey that catches his heart. Abraham Lincoln. Preface. The Civil War freed almost 4 million Americans from the humiliations and oppressions of slavery. It is undoubtedly one of America's greatest triumphs. As we celebrate the 150th anniversary of this huge event, however, we must also grieve. The Civil War is simultaneously America's greatest tragedy. No other conflict in the nation's 237-year history can compare to the anguish and grief it inflicted on the men and women who were engulfed by it. For almost a century, the accepted figure for the number of soldiers killed in the war was 618,222. Recently, an historian who has restudied the census records of 1870 and 1880 has concluded that the toll was at least 750,000. There is a strong possibility that the correct number is 850,000. The Southern Confederacy's records vanished with their defeat. Their toll is only an estimate. If we include the wounded men who died prematurely over the next 2 decades, the toll for both sides may be 1 million. This much is certain. More soldiers died in that 4-year struggle than the nation lost in all her previous and future wars combined. What makes these numbers especially horrendous is the fact that America's population in 1861 was about 31 million. In 2012, U.S. population is about 313 million. If a similar conflict demanded the same sacrifice from our young men and women today, the number of dead might total over 10 million. Think for a moment about how many stricken parents, wives, fiancés, and children would be struggling to cope with this tidal wave of grief and loss. The enormity of the Civil War's tragedy.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?